everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie. On this episode of CD Junkie, I'm going to be doing DJ Trish's CD tag for 2024. I didn't do the vinyl tag because, well, but I'm going to do the CD tag. And I didn't jot down the questions off of her videos. I watched her video, but then I cut and paste the questions because Rachel's Ghost put them in her description box. So I went ahead and did that. And I'm going to talk about CDs, but please, let me just start off this video by saying it's really, I collect CDs, as you can tell, but I talk about the music. My whole channel is about music. It's not about format. It's so frustrating, people saying, oh, well, I'm not going to watch your channel because you talk about CDs. No, I talk about music. CD is just the format that I use. So if you held off on subscribing on my channel, go ahead, hit that sub button. Oh my God, it's going to be awesome. But let's start with number one. Show new music you got into last year, genre, band, etc. And of course, we're talking about the year 2023. Briefly, I lost a lot of energy and a lot of love for music when the pandemic hit. It was such a devastating time that I wasn't chasing down all this great new music that was coming out. I was missing a lot. And it took me until 2023 to finally get back up on the horse. I was knocked down professionally. I was knocked down personally by, not people on YouTube, but people outside of YouTube that just made me feel like, this isn't worth going through all this just because I want to share the love of music with everybody. And it took me a long time to get back into listening to new music. So I've got a few examples here that I'm going to show you, starting with an artist that I just recently got back into, and that's the Mountain Goats. The Merge stuff is my favorite stuff by the Mountain Goats, their Merge catalog. But I started getting into the 4AD stuff. So now I've got everything except like the first 6 albums. And it's truly incredible stuff. I'm going to be doing a CD Junkie video on them, so I won't go into them now. Mesmerizing stuff. So I've been getting back into them. I've also been getting into new music. Like I said, for a couple of years, it was really hard because, basically because I didn't want to associate the music with a bad time in my life and in the lives of, a lot of other people. So, but, I've been getting into like the Subjangle label, been getting into the Beautiful Music label. These people like Wally Salem from the Beautiful Music. I go to Twitter and I just see what he recommends. I mean, I've loved like 99% of it. Really fantastic. But, bands like the Photocopies, and that's on Subjangle. Another Subjangle band, there's Cherry Fez, and this is the new one right there. There's also, this is on the Beautiful Music, Armstrong, a Welsh singer-songwriter. Absolutely fantastic. Don't know too much about this yet, but I love the songs I've heard so far. Peter Hall, and probably one of my favorite finds on the Subjangle label is Cozy Slippers. Oh, my goodness gracious. Imagine this great sort of Britpop with these shimmering choruses that kind of recall, what you would get if, a Britpop band and Cocteau Twins, exploded together. And these choruses are just wonderful. Try to maybe go up and listen to some songs by then. I'm not going to put any music on this video. This is just I'm just talking about the music right now. But Cozy Slippers, absolutely fan-friggin-tastic. Another band that I will be covering on my channel soon is a band from Scotland that I've only recently discovered, a band called Hollow Horse. And this is their 4 albums. It reminds me of that great stuff like Railway Children and not quite C86, but maybe not quite Postcard Records either, because they are a Scottish band. But you can hear those influences in their music. Really, really wonderful stuff. I'll be doing a feature on them as well in the future. Another band that I've discovered, Uni Boys. Oh my gosh. This album is more powerful sonically. This album has better songs. Definitely check it out. I did a video on it a few weeks back. You definitely need to check that out. They're on the Curation Records label, and I'm just diving into Curation Records now. There's Beachwood Sparks, there's Eric Silverman, lots of really groovy stuff. Doesn't sound like the Uni Boys, but there's tunes, and it's original and eccentric, and it's awesome. Here's something here called George's Lord, by the way. I just wanted to point this out for you Beatle people. This is like a female led, kind of laid back indie rock band doing George Harrison covers. So it's very interesting. And they do a few favorites, and they do some, deep album cuts as well. It's really, really cool stuff to get into. Like I said, I'll be covering Curation Records later in the future. Number 2, show a CD published by a fellow VC member. Okay. I don't have anything by a fellow VC member, but that's okay. I'm sure there's a lot of great musicians out there. I just don't own anything by them. And I'm missing a lot, and there could be some great VC members making great music. So just let me know if you're one of them. Number 3, 1 to 3 VC members that inspire to purchase. Now, my buddy Matthew Street always inspires me to either get back into or purchase or investigate certain power pop bands. He'll talk about stuff. Oh, I forgot about them. I should try to make sure that I have that in my collection. And especially the Midnight Callers. He got all of us into the Midnight Callers. And that was what a band. Their second album, Rattle Humming Heart from 2023, one of the best albums of the year. Guaranteed, definitely. Then you got people like Robert S., featured a single on his channel by Yotu Yindi. And that inspired me to pull the Yotu Yindi CDs off of my shelf so I can do a CD Junkie video. And then I realized I was missing one, so I went ahead and I bought that online. And here it is 6 months later, and I still have not made that video. So I'll eventually make a Yotu Yindi video. But then kind of like on a different angle, there's a lot of great people that show up at Ski Lodge that inspire me to keep going. And, sometimes I have to track stuff down, and I've had to put an end to that because financially it was just killing me, just trying to, look, I've got like 12,000 songs that I could put on Ski Lodge, and I'm still looking for stuff I don't have. So yeah, people like that inspire me all the time to, because I want to listen to music that makes me feel good, then I want to turn around and share it with other people. Let me see here. Number 4, female artists needing more recognition. Well, a few moments ago I talked about Cozy Slippers, female vocals in that band. Incredible, that self-titled album. But the band that I actually pulled to use as an example is Echo Belly. And Sonia from Echo Belly, I love her voice. It's almost sweet and charming. And it's, got these loud guitars because it's Britpop. This is back in the 90s, 2000s or something. And the first 3 albums are definitely the best. Everybody's Got One, On, and Luster. These are the best albums. But then these are more intimate and acoustic, and definitely worth your time. Okay, number 5, VC channel you'd recommend watching. It's very difficult for me to recommend a channel. Of course, I'm always going to say Matthew Street if you want Beatles and power pop, Joe Mayo if you want Beatles, Beatle Brad if you want Beatles, Doc Dawkins if you want serial reviews, Robert S. if you want sort of more obscure things. But then if I go any further, then I know I'm going to forget somebody. So I'm going to leave it at that. Number 6, someone we lost in 2023. First 2 people that come to my mind would be Sixto Rodriguez. I actually interviewed him twice, so that's why he would come to mind. Very nice gentleman. And I interviewed him when CD came out on Light in the Attic Records, and then when the documentary came out on DVD. Both of those were fantastic. And the second person that comes to mind is Terry Kirkman from The Association. He's the gentleman that wrote the song Cherish. You can hear his voice. He's duetting with Larry Ramos on Never My Love. He's also, I believe he wrote Everything That Touches You, and he's the main singer on that. And really a fantastic vocalist. I wanted to get him on my Beach Blanket Fort Bingo interview show with Ronnie, but I know that for the last year or 2, he's been suffering through some health things, and unfortunately, we lost him in 2023. And number 7, finally, tell Trish your want list in 2024. I don't know yet. I know a couple things, like let's just say Bert Kaempfert. There is a Decca collection box set coming out. That's 24 CDs. I definitely want to get that because that's Ski Lodges type stuff, and plus I love Bert Kaempfert. And then, I'm hoping that McCartney does London Town and Back to the Egg. Probably not, but I know that there's stuff that's going to come out this year that I don't know about. And that is what I'm looking forward to. because I want to hear something new. I love hearing something new. All this stuff is wonderful. I remember hearing something new in 1977. I remember hearing something new in 1983, in 1994. Every year, there's always something new to listen to. And it's fun. It's fantastic. It makes the year exciting. You know that there's going to be some reissues that you're going to love, but look forward to new music. I don't know by who, but I'm looking forward to hearing. I'm looking forward to finding out what's coming. So that is it. That is my CD tag for 2024. Thank you to DJ Trish. Sorry I blabbered on a little bit, but that's me. You expect it, right? I do appreciate that you took time to watch this video. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, to ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me. I'm Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie.